מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. שלום עליכם מלאכי השורש מלאכי.
If your hand causes you to stumble, cut it off. It is better for you to enter life maimed than with 2 hands to go into hell, where the fire never goes out. And if your foot causes you to stumble, cut it off. It is better for you to enter life crippled than to have 2 feet and be thrown into hell. And if your eye causes you to stumble, pluck it out. It is better for you to enter the kingdom of Yahweh with 1 eye than to have 2 eyes and be thrown into hell, where the worms that eat them do not die, and the fire is not quenched. What do these parts of the body symbolize? Hands symbolize our actions. Feet symbolizes the way we go. And the eyes symbolize the temptation of the world. The removal of parts of the body quoted here is not physical, but must happen at the level of our soul. Although I usually never separate the body and the soul that are deeply connected, here I would make an exception. Indeed, sin does always sprout within the soul that is in the hearts of man. And if it grows and comes to pass in reality, at the physical level, it can cause death. It is the carnal desires that must be cut off from our souls before they are realized in the visible world, and our mental illnesses also infect our spirit. If you are a believer and born again, and you go to a place where you shouldn't be, if you do what you shouldn't do, or if you look at what shouldn't be seen, let's stop it at once before your own curses catch you up. As attractive as these things may be, give them up and do not wait for the deliverance of the Lord, as most Christians do, but solve the problem yourself. I am talking here to adults in spirit. You are big enough to assume your responsibilities and make your own decisions. Resist the devil so that it flees away, because otherwise he is able to take you with him to the place where he is irremediably going. These words are aimed at those who are already of a sufficiently advanced spiritual age to be able to fight for themselves against sin that is trying to regain the upper hand. When we were young in spirit, we all experienced that the temptations of our senses were being put into quarantine when the Lord was taking care of us, and we did not have to fight nor walk on our own. But expect that temptation will soon come back. Do not imagine that the Lord will always do everything in our place. The time will come, and it has to come imperatively as soon as possible, when the Lord expects us to take an active part in the fight by His side, like the son taking part in the labor of the family to which he belongs. As in the history of the Jewish people, there was a time during their childhood when a Moses was sent to them to open seas before them. But when it was Yeshua HaMashiach who was sent to them at the dawn of their adulthood as a sort of collective and spiritual bar mitzvah, we were all invited to walk on the surface of the water by ourselves in the presence of the Mashiach, as we can read it in Matthew 14:22-33. How to apply this in practice? All our actions, our movements, our thoughts must be put upon the altar of Yahweh, and let's leave them there permanently so that you remain under His cover. You also have to ask Him to give you necessary strength in order to resist, if in spite of this, the temptation arrives to put you to the test. This is also an integral part of the sanctification process. Finally, let's review the words of James chapter 1 verses 2-6. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask Yahweh, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. If you're weak, ask the Lord for wisdom. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like the wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. What is wisdom? It is simply the fulfillment of His commandments in our hearts. Ask the Holy Spirit to turn everything that tempts you today into an object of disgust. But do believe and never doubt that Yahweh can achieve such a miracle.
מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך